Hey everybody, you're watching Dad to Dad, and I'm Dustin. I left you guys a while back and originally was naming it Dad Dude, but had to change because apparently there's a Dude Dad. Good for you, man. I left off on my first episode saying what motivates you as a dad. And for me, it's to be present in the moment and to put forth as much of my energy in the most positive light as I can. A day like today where I went into work, worked a full day, got home, stressful day, something that I thought about that dawned on me was what your child or children see on those longer, more stressful days will resonate with them for time to come. What I've noticed is I've become more mindful of how I act, and I'm trying to be more in control of my emotions. And that's something that we can all speak to and say in theory, but in reality, if you're not practicing on or focusing on those things that can keep you calm or having a strategy for it. Recently I read a book that was pretty interesting. It basically talks about not taking things personally and speaking to your best ability with as much truth to that as possible. So don't just agree with things to agree with them, and don't portray yourself in a negative light or anyone else in a negative light. So try not to gossip. Obviously, we're in a social element, and that's something that you have to look at and think about. Social media is going to affect you, your perceptions, how you're raised. All of those things are pretty important with regards to what your child sees in a moment like today for me, where I got home and I wasn't in the best mood. But then you have to flip that switch and try to immediately resort back to you're my universe, mommy's your universe, this is our family, and we want to give you the best guidance possible and best experience. Something I will say with regards to today, focusing on not taking things personal and speaking to your child presently and calmly, no matter how they're acting, has made a world of difference for someone like me. I was very irritable sometimes when I get home from work, and the way that I acted was not in a loving manner. Now granted, I'm not saying all dads are gonna come home and be this happy, jolly-go-lucky guy all the time, but keeping it present on how your child is perceiving you and looking at it from their shoes will definitely help you establish the kind of image you want to have. Because you want to ultimately represent the fun-loving, free-playing dad that hopefully could be their superhero or like what they think a superhero is. That's kind of where I always look at it. I want to be my son's role model, obviously, but I want to be a real role model for him in regards to how a normal, everyday person acts when they've been put in a situation day in and day out. Those things play huge factors in development for us as dads and how we develop that father-child relationship. As far as I can tell, it's working, but you never know. So you are actively adjusting. It sometimes takes you out of your comfort zone and you don't want to do it. At least I'm speaking in regards to you don't want to do it, meaning I don't want to do it. but then I jump back in and think, is this presenting the best way possible for my child? Which I say my son because I only have one. I hope you guys are getting something out of this. I am. It's nice for me to be able to speak to somebody out there, and maybe if you like what I'm doing, hey, write a comment. If you don't, write a comment, I guess. Let me know.